Welcome, everyone, to the Sickos Committee podcast. This is our podcast for the evening of May 9th, 2023. As always, my name is Jordan. And with me tonight, I've got the usual cast of characters. I've got Commish, Beth, PittGirl, and Kevin. Kevin, you're just coming off some Open Cup soccer. How are you doing?
Still working on some Open Cup soccer, actually. Got it on a side screen. Minnesota and Philadelphia are in a barn burner at the moment, but other than that, I'm fantastic.
What constitutes a barn burner in Open Cup?
3 goals in the 10 minutes I've had it on.
Okay,
that's the only 3 goals of the game, but since I turned it on, it's been just back and forth.
Clearly you did this.
I'm happy to have done this.
Whenever I turn on soccer, the scoring just stops. Hey, girl, how are you?
I'm good. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Beth, how are you?
I'm slowly digging out from underneath the avalanche of my life that happens when you don't pay attention to anything but a recital for several months.
That'll do it. It's okay. I will send you the playlist for what we listened to on Sunday, so you can join us in all the Eurovision fun as well.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
You're good. And Commish, how are you?
Good. Just celebrating turning a year older yesterday. So
yes, congratulations.
I got to, experience my oldness and, did some very dad things and took care of some business. And of course, I getting older, I'm just like, I'm taking vacation on my birthday. Before, when I was a little bit younger, I was just like, oh, whatever. It's just my birthday. Now it's like, no, I don't want to work on this. No, I don't care. I am giving myself. I got PTO, and I am gonna take that shit on my birthday. I'm not dealing with this crap on my birthday.
Well, you only turned 60 once, and I'm very proud of you for taking that time off.
Thank you. It was a lot. It was a lot of candles. They ran out of the numbers, so I had to get 60 candles. That's the updated version instead of 16 candles.
60 candles.
That's right. Molly Ringwald was up in there.
We found Jake Ryan, and he's super old now.
Yeah, he's done. Was it a guy named Ducky in there? I think. Whatever. I think.
Ducky's in Pretty in Pink.
Oh, it's the wrong thing. My bad. I got all the Molly Ringwald.
They're both John Hughes
together.
movies.
Did you see that Robert De Niro had a kid?
At 79?
79.
His 7th kid?
His oldest kid is legitimately 50-something.
Is he?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, you're not joking.
No.
Yeah, Jordan De Niro is 51.
And could be the grandparent of his baby brother.
Good God.
Or sister.
Congratulations, Bob De Niro.
That's enough biology for today.
You keep doing whatever you're doing. Live your best life, Bobby De Niro. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Never mind. Don't keep doing that, maybe.
And Kevin has left.
I'm going to swerve real hard into politics now just to tell you how uncomfortable I am right now.
Kevin's like, well, I'm going to have to get out of here for that one.
Smart.
Yeah, I'm going to swerve real hard into politics to tell you how awkward this is.
Do it.
Commish got on a mid-journey kick and decided to put up a bunch of presidents as football coaches. And it was all fun and games until we found a former MSNBC guy and Democrat operative use Coach Joe Biden in a Twitter ad and
celebrating his poll numbers.
It's just so funny to see that. It was surreal when someone pointed it out. I didn't believe it, because why would you do that?
Yeah. I saw it and thought I was having some sort of a hallucination.
Yeah.
Maybe the migraine meds kicked in the wrong way.
Also, how do you, as a political operative, not see that is not actually a picture of Joe Biden? Especially because that one looks very much like Joe Paterno. Yes. That is Joe Biden's head on Joe Paterno's body.
Joe Paterno.
Yes. Joe Paterno. My LGBT Pride Week character.
I think if I put a sign that said Joe Paterno in my yard with that picture, I would have a torch mob.
Oh yeah.
Fans, please direct all complaints to compliance@sickoscommittee.biz.
Yep, absolutely.
Thank you.
It was so funny.
I think I really, after this, I'm done with the AI posting related to the president. So I had this idea. There's there's a guy on Twitter, and he does these AI threads every week or so, and he makes all the presidents as a certain character. There's some where they're Muppets, some some where they're they're professional wrestlers.
They were great, yeah.
And so that's kind of where I took the inspiration. I was like, I want to know if I can make something where they look like college football coaches. And, I put up all 4 iterations of every president, which, I mean, I didn't like do this intentionally or prepare for it. But like, I just typed it in and I was like, oh God. And then I kept going and just like, oh my God, here we go. And now I was like, I'm going to stop at like Kennedy or something, like JFK, I'm done. And then the weird completionism in me like took over and I was like, no, I got to finish. What happened, I mean, we got a lot of like interactions and everything like that, which is crazy. People started debating which president would lead their team to a national championship and like which AI generated president coach will lead their.
Hey, I think my 1970s Martin Van Buren.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, that was incredible.
Absolutely would lead people to a national title.
It was
my money's still on Gerald Ford personally.
Yeah, he did look good. I tried so hard.
I'm sorry.
I don't. They don't understand that.
I'm not sure I understand.
British Siri does not understand.
Why do you have British male Siri?
Because British Siri pronounces Lancaster correctly.
I
refer to him as Cyril.
Cecil.
See, so and like if we want to talk about which presidents are going to lead their team to a national championship, the answer to that question is Zachary Taylor. He is absolutely going to win a national championship. He's also then going to be the second program ever to get the death penalty.
Oh yeah,
because that is how he rolls. Like he's absolutely winning though. Like there's no question he will win.
James K. Polk, not James K. Polk. William Henry Harrison wins 3 games and then all of a sudden fucks off someplace else. Gotta go.
I personally really enjoyed, I believe it was one of the James Buchanan ones that just looks like Jimmy Johnson.
Yes.
That's my favorite one. Like in the green, he looks like he's like a Marshall, like a Marshall head coach or maybe North Texas. Like just incredibly flashy. And
it looks like someone palette swapped the Cowboys with the Dallas Stars.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what the AI was thinking because it's AI, and every time I hear AI, I have to stop thinking it's Allen Iverson. I don't know why. Like, why would Allen Iverson do this? No, every time that I plugged it in, there were just some coach, like presidents I could not get jack shit out of. The majority of them were amazing. I think Chester A. Arthur, with like, he had like the starter jacket and the flowing mustache. I also enjoyed doing Grover Cleveland twice, just to do that. Give him first term.
Really, the Bobby Petrino at Louisville.
Yes.
Of coaches.
I was going to say the Johnny Majors at Pitt.
Yeah,
that'll work too. Yeah,
that'll work.
By 2 non-consecutive terms.
It was.
He's Mac Brown.
He's back in North Carolina. That's right. Mac Brown.
Hey everybody, I'm Grover Cleveland. I'm here again. I'm here going to coach some
football. Give him a puffy coat.
Sorry, I got to go catch a stagecoach.
That's what threw me off is Grover Cleveland first term had a parrot on his shoulder as a coach. I don't know why, but
because he went to bury you.
Back to bury you, but
that fucking parrot's chasing me around. I walked in my school today. Fucking parrot was right there. By the way, shout out to @Cerveza who was the first one to point out to us that we had our picture lifted. And then shout out to 5 Points vids. I don't know if you guys follow 5 Points on YouTube. He does a lot of great videos on like weird stadiums, like the worst stadiums in the state, best stadiums in the state, all that kind of stuff. I did an interview with him over the Super Bowl. Him and I can't remember who else it was. Is it Your Name Tree? Maybe. And he did a video where today he released one where he took a lot of our pictures, made some more, and then started talking about where those presidents coached and what record they had. He built the lore out, and it's very good.
Yes.
I just finished watching
very,
it.
Very funny.
I finished watching it, and it was insane to like break it down. I'm sure people in the comments from what I'm seeing, they were upset that he didn't put Gerald Ford as Michigan. He put him at Michigan.
He admitted
State.
he fucked that up.
Okay. So.
Yeah, he admitted he fucked that up.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he maybe did that for trolling, but then no, he admitted he messed that up. So that'd have been great.
Did you know that, by the way, that we've actually had? So everyone knows that Gerald Ford played football at Michigan.
Yeah.
Do you know that we had another football playing president?
Yeah.
He played sprint football.
Kennedy? No.
Carter.
Oh.
Carter played sprint football at Navy.
Yeah.
And Joe Biden's son that passed away, played sprint at Penn. Yeah, and Donald Rumsfeld was captain of Princeton's sprint football team.
Ew.
Of course he was.
Yeah.
I believe Eisenhower played also, right?
I know he played a lot of golf and bridge.
Yeah, Eisenhower played at Army.
Okay, there you go.
And there may have been another one that played.
Teddy Roosevelt saved football.
I mean, he saved football. I think they're saying Reagan played football.
I think he played football in a movie. I don't know if he actually played football.
I don't know if he did it for real, yeah.
Win one for the Gipper is...
Yeah.
That's
a football movie. Yeah, it's a football movie, yeah.
The Pro Football Hall of Fame. Okay. College football. Oh, no. Kennedy did play at Harvard.
Okay.
He did not make it past the JV team, but he did play his freshman year at Harvard. Nixon played. Reagan played. He was a lineman at Eureka College, but is better known for playing George Gipp in the 1940 film Newt Rockne All-American. Yeah. Eisenhower played for Army, and Ford played for Michigan.
Learned something new today.
I got a picture of Gerald Ford playing football. This dude looks like a maniac. My God.
Yeah.
No, that's the bad guy from Highlander.
It looks intense. I would not want to mess with Ford.
I think that's just Erling Haaland.
Why does that haircut look like it came out of the 80s?
Because it did.
Yeah.
The 1880s.
It is like a very Flock of Seagulls haircut.
That's right.
How would I get my hair to do that?
At that point, it had to have been Brill Cream.
Oh no, man.
No. What's the is it Burma shave?
Was it like
that's not hair cream.
Some Dapper Dan pomade.
I was gonna say there's a pomade going on.
Whale oil.
Whale
blubber.
Dapper Dan from our brother. Where out?
Commish and Jim Harbaugh have something in common. One, they're both very old.
Yes.
2,
60.
they both love drinking giant gallons of milk with steak.
What?
And 3, oh yeah, you told me that in confidence. It's fine. You don't have to worry about it. It's fine. You're amongst friends here.
All right.
It's a little secret between us and the listeners.
Nothing Commish loves more than a well-done T-bone steak and a giant glass of 2%.
2%.
You switch
possibly
back from
2 hamburgers for breakfast.
Did you switch off of whole?
No.
Yeah, okay.
Whole milk. What are you talking about?
Sorry. No, it's pure, for Commish. It's pure half and half. Just a gallon of half and half.
Oh my God.
Well, in his advancing age, maybe he should switch to third and third and third.
What's the other third, Beth?
Third and third.
Butter.
Oh, jeez. Mantequilla.
Oh, it's bullet milk.
Oh, God.
That's how I bulk. It's bullet milk. But Commish and Jim Harbaugh are both very wealthy men that mow lawns. They mow their own lawns.
Wealthy, but okay.
Oh yeah, now that you're making Patreon money, I just assume that you got the big bucks now.
Yes, join our Discord so I can be a wealthy man like Jim Harbaugh and mow my own lawn. So,
do you think Jim Harbaugh is the wealthiest man in this country that still mows his own lawn?
No, there's got to be some weird old guy that does it. There's got to be some sort of like back in my day, old man just loaded.
I bet Warren Buffett still mows.
That was where I was going.
Yeah, because he lives in like a random suburban house in Omaha still. Like it's not even that much lawn.
And I bet it's just a standard push mower, like just the spinning blades.
That was my first mower. Not really. I'm just
wait,
joking.
No. There's no way that you had like an actual just like circular blade push mower. There's no way.
Those are called a reel mower, guys.
They have real mowers. No, a real mower is a gas mower.
No, REEL.
Oh, like real. Oh, sorry. Yes. I assumed you were like real, like it's real Americans use real mowers.
That's right. You better keep it real mower.
That was the first lawnmower I ever used.
If Bad Boy Mowers doesn't sell it, it's not a real mower. I'm just saying.
Oh, compact.
They don't fucking sell a real. I'm trying to think of like in what accent would those two words be different. I don't think there's any American accent where those two words are different.
A real?
Yeah, real and real.
Oh, it's a real mower, not a real mower.
Yeah, real mower. My favorite third tier Spanish team.
They did really good in the Champions League today.
Los hijos. God, give me the word for bad in Spanish.
Malos?
Los hijos malos. Real mower.
That would literally translate as the royal mowers of the bad boys.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
That works.
That's the name of the American version of the franchise.
Wait till
they put them in Salt Lake.
Wait till we get our first bowl game at Camp Nou or the Bernabeu. Stadio Bernabeu.
Filling up Camp Nou with Miami of Ohio fans and Wyoming fans.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
And then we just give out tickets to Barcelona ultras and fans.
Yes.
And just give them just assign them random gear.
There's just a massive pyro show going in one corner that's all the Barcelona fans.
Can we get like a Miami, Ohio tifo up one side?
That's what American sports fans are missing. Road flares.
Okay.
We don't have enough road flares in the stands in the States, guys.
Well, I mean, can you sneak those
Minor
in?
league soccer is your place, man.
Okay.
The first
we
time
had road flares in a high school stadium on Sunday.
The first time I ever went to a professional soccer game, it was at the Olympic Stadium in Berlin. And I was sitting up high over the Ostkurve, which is where the Hertha faithful stand and cheer. And I was surprised by the road flares. I'd never seen those before in person. But then when the flags would go up and fire and no one skips a step, that's when I was impressed. Because they had these giant flags they wave, and one would just go whoosh, and no one skips a beat. And those were my people. It's too bad Hertha is fucking awful. I think that you're right. I think that Warren Buffett or someone out there who's a crazy billionaire still mows their lawn because they feel like spending $20 to mow their lawn is, a ripoff.
I get in touch with the Harbaugh side here. It's kind of a little bit of therapeutic thing with me personally. I cut it yesterday because I'm like, it's out of control. And then it starts to annoy me and affect my mood. I'm like, oh, my grass looks bad. It's like, oh, I gotta cut the grass. It's like, oh, then it started raining. I'm like, no, whatever. And then I finally cut the grass. So the first thing I did on my birthday, I was like, I'm going to cut the grass. I was off of work, but I was like, took the kid out of school, and I was like, I am going to cut the damn grass. I cut the grass, cleaned up, and then it rained today. I was like, this is ultimate dad nirvana. I beat the weather. That ultimate, I just cut the grass, and then I could do the combo of we really needed this rain, and I'm glad I cut the grass yesterday.
It's so dad.
Jim Harbaugh, I definitely feel that with you so much there. Even though I'm not a rich American,
Yet.
I'm not. Oh, sure, eventually one day, and then I'll become the ULM T-Boom Pickens. So I will do that. That is the goal. Sign up for our Patreon if you want to indirectly become a booster of ULM football in the future. And if you want to be, the number one G5 team in the Sun Belt, in the Fun Belt,
in the state of Louisiana. Let's narrow it down here.
Okay.
The number one G5 team in the Sun Belt in the state of Louisiana. I think you can get that
on I-20.
There we go.
Well, as long as we got that cornered already, but
these are smart goals, and I like them.
They're measurable, definitely.
Kevin, do you have some U.S. Open Cup dates for us?
Do we want to give him a timer?
I do.
Did you let's do a timer.
I'll give you 4 minutes on this.
4 minutes? Okay. We are, as we speak, as we record this, in the tail end of the first day of the round of 32. There are no amateur teams left in the tournament. Shout out to Tulsa Athletic for taking home the $25,000 prize for the top amateur team in the tournament. They went out in round 3. All 32 teams remaining in the tournament as of the beginning of this round are in the top two tiers of U.S. soccer. There were 8 games being played today, and the final 8 games will be played Wednesday, tomorrow, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, giving you just enough time to stretch your legs, get a walk in, get some food after the end of the second Eurovision semifinal and the kick of the first game.
Well, that's not until Thursday, so you're fine.
Oh, I definitely read it as whatever.
What are days?
Wasting time.
What are days?
Linear time.
Today's games. Florida and the Carolinas went 1-1 on the day as Charlotte MLS team beat Orlando City, also in MLS, 1-0. And Inter Miami, another MLS team, beat USL Championship side Charleston Battery, also 1-0. Pittsburgh Riverhounds continued their shutout streak to become the first championship team to advance to this year's round of 16. They also won 1-0 over New England.
Even better.
And they have not allowed a goal yet in the knockout rounds.
Ooh.
Hooray!
Our final 1-0 rock fight of the day so far was New York Red Bulls defeating DC United on an early goal. Chicago Fire became the first team to score more than one goal in the round, defeating St. Louis City 2-1.
Dear God.
And the goal explosion has slowed down in Minnesota, Philadelphia. It is currently 2-2 in the beginning of extra time. And then there will be two games late tonight that we don't have any information on yet, but Sacramento Republic and Colorado and Monterey Bay FC and LAFC should be kicking right around now, actually. And I have 2 minutes left.
I was going to ask, what's that league that they have all like the second tier teams, all the development teams?
So there's the MLS development league called MLS Next Pro.
Okay. Are they in the Open Cup?
I think some teams were early on, but they get lumped in with the rest of the amateur teams, your NISAs and your lower league, lower tier USL teams.
I know a lot of them they used to be in the USL, right? Like all those teams used to be in the USL until they created MLS Next Pro. I think
USL is complicated because there's at least, there's multiple tiers of it.
3 tiers, you're right.
Yeah.
So who's your bet to win the whole thing at this point?
I don't really have a read on it. It's hard to tell who's like prioritizing it. New England Revolution is currently on they're on top of their division in MLS, but they went out today. So like, were they prioritizing MLS results or did they just get beat by Pittsburgh? So as PittGirl fist bumps over here, I'm inclined to agree with her. I think the Riverhounds are just playing really well right now.
I gotta feel like those USL teams are the ones that quote unquote really want it.
There's some truth to that. Sacramento Republic made the final last year, and I believe Joey picked them up in the Holler In Channel in the last round as his team. So someone on the committee has claimed them, so that's probably a good bet. I would say the winner of this current game with Minnesota and Philadelphia has a good shot. They're both, but they redraw the teams after this round.
Gotcha.
So like, I don't know who's playing, no one knows who's playing who yet.
They set,
and that will,
did they set the final bracket? Like after
that,
when they hit the 16, they set a final bracket?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because it's all very regional until then, because they don't want to make the amateur teams travel too far. So, all the Colorado teams are playing each other and all the Michigan teams and so on. So this is the last round that's at least semi-regional with that. And then they'll go reseed the whole thing. So once they redraw that, it'll be easier to kind of predict matchups and who might go farther.
Also, it looks like the MLS Next Pro teams were not the Open Cup because apparently right now, as of this year, professional teams that are majority owned or controlled by higher division professional clubs are barred from entering the competition.
Okay.
So there was actually only one team at MLS Next Pro that wasn't owned, and that's Rochester, and then they folded.
That's why I had seen them, is because I was looking into the Rochester stuff for the first round.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Our next thing, God help us all. We have a Pennsylvania pronunciation game.
Well, wait.
Yeah, we do.
Sorry. No, we have an ad. Holy shit, we have an ad.
Well,
yeah, God help us all. We have another confusing thing first.
Okay, another thing that we're going to try to do an ad here. There's not like any official like ad copy or anything like that. But we just wanted to, we're partners with our merchandise store, Sellfy, which is SELLFY. That's where we are selling our merchandise, which they do some print-on-demand merchandise. Very simple to sell and design, because the old-ass 60-year-old man, myself, drinking whole milk, eating well-done T-bone steaks, and designing print-on-demand merchandise. We have a special code for you. You know how special the code is? It's the word special.
Here we go.
All lowercase. If you sign up using that code, you get a yearly plan discount of 35% if you choose to sell your own on-demand merchandise. Really no overhead if you wanted to do that. If you ever want to like design stickers for yourself, you can sign up and do your own stickers and just design them. It is an incredibly simple thing to do. And if no matter how big or small your store is, it's fantastic. We have a link. Basically, it's getsellfy.com/sickos sent you. That's right.
I love it. I love it.
There's another one. It's also get.sellfi.com. Sicko sent you 5780. I don't know why they gave us that number. We're probably customer number 5780. No idea.
I think it's because you're between the ages of 57 and 80.
I am. True. That works out that way. We will post those links into our Discord, where we're like posting random images of what we're talking about in the podcast as we talk about it. Also, we'll probably post it via tweets. So you click that link and you can use the special code, which again is special, all lowercase, I believe. Just use that if you want to do your own print on demand merchandise, which is it's really simple, like your own t-shirts. I mean, anything that we have in our store, you can make for yourself with your own designs. It's a lot of fun, no matter how big or small you are. It's a great thing to use, and that's what we found incredibly easy to deal with, and they process everything for you. You design it, you submit it, somebody buys it, and you're not dealing with any of it. Sorry for my first ad read. I'm very rusty. I did not make any copy.
Oh, it was
for this.
great. Hey,
but yes,
we did an ad.
We have an ad. We are partners with them. An ad, yay! Our first ad. Thank you so much, and special, and of course, Sicko sent you, and Sicko sent you 5780. Enjoy.
I'm really looking forward to reaching the sellout part of this process, guys. Oh, yeah. I love this. I can't wait. I'm super excited. So now we have our Pennsylvania pronunciation game, thanks to our 2 Pennsylvanians. And I've been told I'm going to be angry.
Oh,
so
yes.
I'm excited.
We are here to inflict maximum suffering.
I spent this afternoon in an unair-conditioned high school room for 3 hours. So I'm excited, guys. You're going to get some good reactions from me.
Are you going to keep score this time, Jordan?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you got the score.
I just opened it up. Yeah.
All right. There's the score. Beth was presenting, but I don't know what's going on.
Consider this an extra incentive to come join our Discord. If you are in our Discord, you can play along with us
immediately, instead of waiting. Yes. But
I will be dropping screen caps in the chat.
Yeah. That's right.
For the players.
Not
at
quite
home.
Immediately, because we're going to wait until the host guests so they don't cheat, because they absolutely would cheat.
I would never do that. Okay. I cheat only in certain games.
What games are those?
Monopoly. I'm very bad.
Okay. I don't.
But I feel like you're supposed to cheat in Monopoly.
That is the entire purpose of that game.
Also, guys, I won't lie. I have played too much Chutes and Ladders in Candyland recently. And to make those fucking games end, I have cheated several times against my kid.
I mean, yeah, I think the point is ultimately to teach your kid that life isn't fair.
Yeah, because otherwise he beats me all the fucking time, and I can't tell why.
So my kid is a Candyland master, and he always gets the double colors. And then for some odd reason, whatever the best spot you can get, he gets. Is it like the weird lollipop that's all the way at the top?
It's the ice cream cone.
Whatever. He always gets that card, no matter what I shuffle, as much as I can. But I'm being honest. But he's just. I beat him once, and I'll take a win every now and then. But he's a Candyland master. He may be hustling me. I have no idea.
2 notes about Candyland. First of all, New Candyland is bullshit. Bring back Queen Frostine.
Okay.
And second of all, I think I am still stuck in the molasses swamp. All right, so we have some Pennsylvania names for you guys today.
All right, we're gonna call this 2 Pennsylvania 2 Furious.
Sure. First of all, let's just appreciate the background the PittGirl has found for us today.
Oh, this is my favorite. Yeah, this is the we just claimed shit as colonies.
Oh,
as far as the continent would go.
I mean, that is how this country worked.
This is big Pennsylvania, and as you can see, Delaware is rightfully part of big Pennsylvania, as is a large chunk of New York and most of Maryland. Don't at me.
We do. The Maryland claim is new to me, but
we need to just start calling Delaware the lower counties.
Yeah, it's just like it's Pennsylvania's goatee.
Or Pennsylvania's Fu Manchu.
Oh God, you already have me on full tilt here. God damn it.
Oh, it's going to get worse.
All right, so our first one is spelled Dubois.
God damn it.
Dubois.
This hurts because I'm like in my Louisiana head right now, and I'm going all French with this, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's Pennsylvania. This is a trick.
I'm gonna guess Du Bois.
Okay. Commish, what do we got?
I'm so mad because the Louisiana is coming out. It's hurting. Oh, like I'm just grunting over here. Like I'm because I'm old. I like you see I just want to go Dubois, but like I can't do that. It's telling me not to do that. DuBose.
It is DuBois.
Oh.
So sorry. You were close, Jordan. You were close.
I was so close.
Wah, wah, wah.
I was so close.
So close. All right. Well, let's see if this helps.
Okay.
Oh, man. So mean.
Well, fuck yourselves.
Spell it out.
Fuck yourselves.
Did we spell out the first one or no?
Yes.
So
Okay.
yes, we did. So this one is spelled DuBoiston.
Go fuck yourselves. That's how you spell it.
I gotta get it out before somebody says something else. DuBoiston.
Okay.
It's wrong.
DuBoiston.
It's damn it. See, this one's probably is like Dubois Town.
Ooh,
okay.
I kind of like that. Kevin's like, I had to get in on this game, and now he's regretting. He was like, "Hey, y'all doing a pronunciation game? I want to come on." And now he's like, he's mad after like word 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick to my guns and go DuBois turn.
Jordan got it.
What?
It's DuBoiston.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
He's on the board.
He didn't have to go to Wales this time.
Yeah.
I forgot that one already.
You mean there's a TOWN in that state that's not pronounced turn?
Oh, no.
Many of them are not pronounced turn, as a matter of fact.
Oh, hell no.
So this is not a town.
Oh.
This is an amusement park.
Okay.
And it is spelled KNOEBELS.
I'm just thinking nobbles, like gobbles. Nobbles, nobble.
No.
No. See, the K is fucking with me because now I'm like,
is it silent
okay,
or is it not? You know?
Or is there another silent letter in there that just is
Pennsylvania? There's something silent
or very loud.
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna say you say it. I'm gonna say it's Knobles.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep just adding random R's in places until I'm right and go with Nurbles.
Yeah, good answer. Good answer.
We're doing the family feud clap.
Yeah, good answer. Yeah.
Good answer, Kevin. Good answer.
Ermagerd Nurbles.
We're going to Nurbles for the weekend.
Nurbles.
And now I'm at a disadvantage because Nurbles is all I can think about. So
I'm going to ride the roller coaster at Nurbles.
I'm going to go buy a gerbil from Nurble. Buy a gerbil from Nurble.
Like hyperbole and a half. I'm going to run across the park.
Come on.
Oh.
On this blessed day, we are all simple dog.
On every day, I'm simple dog.
Relatable.
I'm just going to go Nobles.
Congratulations, Jordan. You are correct again.
Wow.
It is, in fact, Knobles.
Oh, I fucking hate that.
Shout out to Knobles, though. It is free to enter. And you buy tickets. Like, you get a packet of tickets for all of the various attractions. And it's not just rides. They have, like, a ton of stuff. It's old-timey and pretty cool. It's in, like, northeastern PA. Not quite the Poconos, but sort of heading over that way.
Knobles. Good to know. There's no... Oh, fuck you. No.
So this one is 2 words.
Yeah.
It's EAST, and their second word is LIBERTY.
I'm already angry.
Is this the 5th one that he's supposed to be angry at, or it's only the 4th, right?
This is the 5th slide.
It is?
This is just like some...
This is slide number 5, including the title slide.
Oh, okay. But this is not the one that's supposed to anger.
This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. Erst Lerberter. Oh, it looks like East Liberty, but it's actually pronounced West Liberty. If it's some bullshit like that, I will come through my computer.
I'm struggling to come up with another way to pronounce this.
I'm gonna go.
I think your adding R's thing is correct on this one.
Yeah.
Come on, Curvin.
I'm just gonna say East Liberty. Like drop the T. East Liberty.
Oh.
Drop the T.
I'm gonna drop a different letter. I'm going to say this is East Iberty.
That's totally right. That's it. Pennsylvania's messing with all of us. It's just going to be straight up East Liberty.
I'm going to go the other direction, and East Liberty. Just drop the R.
It's probably just going to be East Liberty, and they're just messing with all of us.
Well, hold on to your hats. It's Sliberty.
I am going. Holy shit!
To be fair,
are you kidding me?
To be fair, that is like deep Yinzer.
Yep, Sliberty.
But East Liberty is acceptable.
Sliberty.
I'm from East Liberty.
No,
you're from Sliberty.
Because things are so hectic around here, I have to shorten it to Sliberty.
For the record, East Liberty, I'm not Yinzer enough to pronounce it the way that Beth does. East Liberty is a neighborhood of Pittsburgh. It now contains a Target and is probably best known for containing the Target. But there are other things also.
Shout out to Sliberty.
Jesus.
Home of the Target.
Home of the
Sliberty Target.
Sliberty Target.
I go to the Sliberty Bibberty Target. Yinzer Mary Poppins. Sliberty Bibberty Boo. TM. Yinzer Mary Poppins is now something I'm going to work through.
Let's type that out. I'm saving that in the Discord. Yinzer Mary Poppins.
I'm Mary Poppins, Yins.
All right.
Yins want some fries, Nat?
A spoonful of fries will help the medicine go down. A spoonful of coleslaw or whatever. Either one.
Oh, it did not take Danger too long to hop in for that.
He's
one.
ready.
To be fair, I summoned him.
Oh, that's fair.
But also, next up, we have CONEWAGO.
Oh, man.
Conewago.
Hey, what am I going to drop?
I'm going to say Coneywago.
Coneywago. That sounds like a racist slur against Italians. I don't know why.
It's somebody that goes to Coney Island, apparently.
Fucking Coney-wagos all over the place. I'm going to guess...
Jesus Christ, man.
Conwago.
Folks, this is Conewago.
Conewago. You can't put that many vowels and expect me to get all of them right.
Yeah, there's like long E's, short E's. They drop
letters. There's one E. Oh. There's literally one E in this word.
Quiet you.
No.
Well, in this one, but yes. But the others.
Say it again. What is it? Conewago?
Conewago. It's a township outside of Hanover, home of Utz.
Conewago. Conewago sounds like Yinzer Cabo.
It is in Adams County. It is the opposite of Cabo.
Aruba, Jamaica.
Yins, we drink down in Conewago.
Yeah, but it's not on the Yinzer side of the state, though.
No.
Bahama.
I got 3 out of 4 syllables right in that, and I'm proud of myself for that.
Well, maybe this will help.
Again, like all these fucking vowels.
There's one E in this one, too, by the way.
Thanks, Snail Tiger.
It is BELSANO.
I want to go Italian, like Balzano, but that isn't. I don't think that's right. Sano?
I don't have any faith I'm gonna get one right this time either.
I'm gonna go Belsno.
That's a good guess.
How about I am gonna go kind of Italian, Balzano.
I'm gonna drop the S completely, and it's Bellano.
We are capable of that. Jordan, you should have stayed with Belsano because it is Belsano. Yes, this is a tiny town that is just west of me.
Belsano, okay.
In the interest of full disclosure, I suggested this one, and then it turned out that I've been pronouncing it wrong my whole life.
That's beautiful. I love that.
This one is spelled TIONESTA.
Like, I have no read on any of these cities this time.
I think you drop the O and it's like Tynesta.
Tyanista.
Man, no, I can't say that out loud.
Yes,
Come on.
But it's no, I can't say it out loud. Like the way that my brain is trying to pronounce this I can't physically say it out loud. Like I want to
like there aren't as many like those consonant patterns don't work.
Yeah, I mean it's I can't physically say what I'm thinking here. It's so tough.
Atachiphyla, yeah.
Tafalaya. See, I get that one, but like
Matchiphilia.
Man,
this word is spawning Lovecraftian horrors in Commish's mind here.
I can't. I mean,
non-Euclidean pronunciations.
Okay, I'm gonna try to say what my brain is thinking.
I'm so excited. You're gonna pull something.
Here. I'm gonna like pull a brain muscle and pass out right in front of him. I still can't do it. It's Tenesta.
Credit to, do we want to give Commish credit for this?
I don't think we can because of the first syllable.
Okay. In that case, Jordan gets a point.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
And
for the record, I thought it was Tianesta until today, but it is not. It is the county seat of Forest County, which was until relatively recently the least populous county in the state of Pennsylvania.
What is now the least populous county in the state?
Cameron County, county seat Emporium. Forest County is unfortunately no longer the least populous because there's a state penitentiary there now.
What's the population of the least populous county?
Like 5,000.
The score is Pennsylvania 5, Jordan 3.
Yeah, and then Kevin and I are shut out, goose egged.
Yeah, you are shut out at the moment.
Yeah.
This one is in my general neck of the woods. It is in South Central-ish PA, and it is spelled EMMAUS.
No. No. I'm like,
Emis?
I'm totally
Emis?
like tapping
Emos?
out. I'm tapping out here. I'm like,
Emis.
Did you just say Meemaw?
Mimos?
I got nothing on this.
See, I feel like I'm on a roll now. I gotta do this. I gotta find my inner Pennsylvania.
I've lost that like months ago at this point.
Like, how about Emis? Like Emis.
I mean, that seems pretty good to me. Also,
I like that.
Yeah. So he says Emis. So like,
I'm gonna just have to go Emmaus here.
Ooh, Emmaus. I like that.
Oh.
Ding, ding, ding! We have a winner. Congratulations, Kevin.
Oh, Emmaus. I like that.
Yeah, it is biblical.
I volunteered for this and didn't get shut out. I thought that was like too obvious. I was like, that was where my head went, and then I was like, no, that's just reading the word.
I like that.
Yep. Oh. Emmaus, and I stand corrected. I thought Emmaus was in Berks County. It's not. It's in Lehigh County. So it's in the general vicinity of Allentown. I think that's one of the weird ones where they like happen to play my high school in sports sometimes, even though it is very far. Unclear.
There you go.
Moving on.
Ouch. Oh, no. Oh.
All right. So this one is spelled Quakake.
Quackake.
I'm shut out again. I'm done. Like I've tapped out. I'm done.
I'm hitting like
I've hit the Pennsylvania wall.
Quack. I can't. My mouth can't do the thing I want it to do. Quackake. Oh God. I'm shorting out. What have you done to me? This is Quackake. No. Quackake.
I'm gonna go Quackake.
Oh my gosh.
I sincerely hope it's not Quackake.
I
sincerely hope it is.
Can't wait for Jordan to have to start bleeping things.
Just start bleeping. Like, I don't think it just sounds awful. I don't know what it is.
I'm hurting right now. This is broken. I'm a broken man. This is so bad. Oh my God. Quakake.
Yeah, it's spelled just like it sounds.
Sure.
I fucking hate you. Come at me. I send you more micro.
Oh man. So like QU would be like qua, and then there's an A, AKA qua. No. I am sorry I'm taking so long here, but it's just my brain hurts. My brain hurts so much.
It's fine. Jordan can edit the silence out.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Or I'll just leave it in because it's good. This is good recording.
It's like watch the Commish break down.
Old man breaks down live on film.
Oh, that's right. 60-year-old man. Down he goes.
I get a video. I get a video of this anyways. I can just use your vid.
Sure.
I'll put it.
Just show everybody my closet.
The coin flip sound has proven we're not opposed to long periods of silence on this podcast.
And the last episode showed that I'm not above just randomly inserting music places it didn't belong.
That was delightful. I genuinely thought that it was just you putting in like a crowd cheering for Jay and then the music started.
I even knew that it was coming and I was still looking around trying to figure out what was going on.
Yeah, I thought there was something really wrong with my headphones at first also.
Okay.
Podcast. I thought something was wrong with my headphones.
That's a good, should make that merch. I'm just gonna say it's qua cake.
Oh, close.
Oh,
it's quay cake.
Oh, come on!
So close. That's worse, I think.
Son of a bitch! So furious! I've gotten 2 parts of credits. I am gonna be shut out again. 2 in a row.
I have one more that's a surprise. It's a present for Jordan.
Oh.
It's time for the Welsh belt, everybody.
Oh, man.
Damn it.
Your spelling is UWCHLAND.
I'm just gonna say Auckland, or whatever. That's totally wrong. I am over it. My God.
Hold up.
See, I have no experience with Welsh, so the longer I look at this, it's not gonna help. So I'm gonna go Ushland.
It's like Luckland?
It is Euclid.
Oh, God.
Yep, Euclid. Yeah. Well, thanks for playing our Pennsylvania pronunciation game, everybody.
Yeah, lots of fun. Lots of fun.
I had a great time.
I did too.
Yeah. I volunteered for this.
Someone here had a mental breakdown. So, yeah, it's going well. Final score,
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Pennsylvania 7, Jordan 3, Kevin 1. Pennsylvania wins this round.
Pennsylvania stay winning.
Commish's face is just like, I hate everything. I hate Pennsylvania.
Did he freeze? Did we break Commish?
Oh, I think he is stuck. Oh, nope. He moved.
No, Your comedic time.
That was so good.
The bitter dad energy of you taking the slow sip was perfect.
This hurts.
Okay, folks.
It hurts. I'm hurt. I am mentally deflated.
It's time
Thank
for
you, Pennsylvania. Thank you so much.
The best season of all time for teams who are below 500 all time. But so tweft wab 500 at. We're on part 16 of 39.
I really haven't calculated if we'll get through 39 by the time the season starts. But who cares?
We probably won't.
Probably
it's
not.
Fine.
Sorry if we leave you out.
No, I mean, we'll just keep doing it through the season. Who cares?
Yeah, why not?
The first week's not enough talked about the first week anyways.
Whatever.
Yeah, we need time to build narrative here.
Yes.
We are talking about the 74 UNLV Rebels. I want to be really clear. The university itself was only started in 57. And the football team was started in 68. So this is not a long storied history. You think of UNLV being around forever, but remember, Las Vegas wasn't really a thing for a long time. When
was Las Vegas created? In the 50s or 40s?
Up until, let me find the rolling population real fast. Like, until the 50s, there were fewer than 10,000 people in Vegas. And to get to this point in 68, population of Vegas would have been right around 100,000, maybe a little higher. So we're talking tiny. I mentioned this earlier. I'm going to breeze past it very quickly. The school was originally called Nevada Southern, and they were called the Nevada Southern Rebels. That's all you really need to know. We started in 68, and in their first season of football, they went 8-1. They played in the collegiate division of NCAA, which is the small school division, and they played at historic Cashman Field,
home of your Las Vegas. I forgot their nickname. XFL team.
The Vegas Lights. The Vegas Lights and the Vegas Vipers. And
the Vipers are the ones that are still playing there. All right, perfect.
So apparently this is the old Cashman Field. It used to be a football stadium. They demolished it, rebuilt it in the spot as a baseball stadium. So same spot, different field. And they started playing there. The first UNLV head coach was Bill Ireland. I'm going to show you guys his entire coaching career. He was head coach at UNLV from 68 to 72. That's it.
Oh, but then he
was also the baseball coach.
Yeah,
then he became AD for 7 years. He was also Nevada's baseball coach in 66. That's his entire career, guys. So we're going to fast forward to 74, and now they're in D2. At that time, D2 was sort of like FCS is now. Like the teams they were hanging around with at that point would have been teams like Boise State at the time, Montana State, Idaho. Like the Big Sky was all there. There was also a big independent streak. They were independents at the time. The independents were teams like Central Michigan, Delaware, Western Carolina, Tennessee State, Youngstown State. Like that's the group we're talking about here. The Yankee Conference was also all D2 at this time. That's like UMass, Maine, those guys. Bill Ireland had a really bad year. His last season, they only won one game. And he said, you know what? I'm going to be AD instead, which failing upwards is a beautiful thing. We should all aspire to that. And then they hired a guy by the name of Ron Meyer. Do we remember that name, guys?
Oh, man. He's a legend from many different parts of this podcast. We're apparently a Ron Meyer podcast.
We talked about him because he was the one that bailed out of SMU when things started getting dicey.
Also,
well, here's where he came from.
Also, we talked about him.
You can leave.
Also, and we talked about him as the failed Las Vegas Posse's head coach.
That is true.
In the CFL.
This is a Ron Meyer podcast. Guys, he was gorgeous. Look at those shorts.
Woo!
Oh, they're shorts.
Oh, man. Those are like they almost look like the coach shorts. They were Bike shorts. Bike was the company that had like the crazy high-waisted coach shorts, which is like, instead of like a place for a belt, it was just like a huge belt thing. It was just ridiculous. I don't even know what it was. But those are like classic 80s shorts.
And the mid-calf socks, the polo tucked into the short shorts. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember myself freshman year in high school. For some odd reason, I would wear like calf-high socks all the way to my knees. I don't know what started it, but this is reminding me of that, and I'm having some bad flashbacks right now.
You have good calves? I don't even know. I've never noticed about
those shorts. I think I had those shorts.
They're good. I didn't realize Ron Meyer, because I didn't cover his career last time because I was on to other things. He went to Purdue. He was QB at Purdue and D-back, actually. And he was an assistant at Purdue for 5 years, was the Cowboys scouting coach, and then got this job. And he had sort of one of the most successful UNLV runs in history. They moved to Sam Boyd Stadium. It was called Las Vegas Stadium at the time. It was opened in 1970. And so that's the same stadium they were playing at just until they moved to Allegiant this past year. It's not a bad stadium. It's sort of out in the middle of nowhere. It's pretty far away from everything, but so is UNLV. Like it's way off the strip. Let's talk about this magical season.
I'm just imagining UNLV actually being on the strip. Like I know it's just like, hey, we have a university. We can't really put it on the Las Vegas strip, but what if we did?
It's funny because the UNLV digital archives, by the way, are full of like Dean Martin. Here's pictures of Dean Martin, the Tropicana. Like their digital archive is very Vegas heavy. I want you guys to look at the schedule real fast. This is their regular season schedule of 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11 games. And I want you guys to see when they started playing home games and how long they stayed at home.
Okay, so the first one, they were on the road, and then home.
That's a 9-game home streak to end the season.
Hell yeah.
Man,
why go someplace else?
We were giving SMU grief last time when they didn't even leave the state of Texas. They went to Ogden, Utah, which is really not that far away. And then they went to Flagstaff, which is not that far away from Vegas either. So they probably traveled less than SMU did when SMU stayed in Texas.
Oh, easy, because SMU went to UTEP, yes.
Yeah, SMU went to UTEP. So my God.
So they were an independent, which means that these are all non-conference games, whatever. They played at Weber State, won 28-10. At Northern Arizona, they won 31-14. This is when they get ranked 10th. They have Montana at home. They win 2017. They beat Santa Clara at home 51-19. Beat Prairie View A&M at home 63-28. And then this was the game that was big for them. They beat number 4 Boise State at home 37-35 in front of a big crowd for them, 18,000 people. They play Hawaii at home. They win 33-18. New Mexico Highlands at home, 52-14, they win. South Dakota State at home, 24-21, they win. They get the Fremont Cannon from Nevada, 28-17. And their last game is against Idaho State, which they win 31-7. So they blow through their regular season. A couple of close calls, but that win over Boise State catapults them up. They end up number 2 in the standings at the very end. Above them is only Central Michigan. And they make it to the playoffs. This is I believe, their first time in the playoffs. In the first round of the playoffs, they beat Alcorn State in Nevada. They come out and visit. This was one of the best Alcorn State teams in history. They won the Black National title in the SWAC with the SWAC, and they end up losing to UNLV 35-22. And then we got to talk about the other steps of the playoffs, because the D2 playoffs, they had it figured out. They had bowl games as their semifinals and finals long before we did.
Wow.
So we had the
D2,
Grantland Rice Bowl.
D2 figured everything out before D1, essentially.
Yep.
Okay. So
the way it worked was, let me find the actual bracket here. Yeah. So the Pioneer Bowl in Wichita, Texas, Wichita Falls, was Central Michigan versus Louisiana Tech. And the Grantland Rice Bowl in Shreveport was UNLV versus Delaware. And the finals was the Camellia Bowl, but not that one, in Sacramento, California. Let's talk about this team a little bit. They do lose, by the way, they lose the semifinal game against Delaware, and they get blown out 49-11, but we'll talk about that in a second.
Womp womp.
And sorry, I lied. That wasn't in Shreveport. That was in Tiger Stadium. My bad.
Ouch.
They moved this to Tiger Stadium.
I'm imagining 10,000 people in Tiger Stadium.
What does that look like?
Everyone gets their own section.
Okay,
so even the lower bowl is not.
So Tiger Stadium, they started adding on in like the 80s and the 90s to get like the really, really upper decks, which are like terrifying to sit in. But they've built them out to make them not as terrifying. But it's way the hell up there when you go sit. So
at that point, the capacity would have been approximately 78,000.
Yeah, so that's 1/8 of the stadium essentially for a D2. I'm sorry, FCS. We would say we're just going to call this FCS.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Let's dig a little into this team. The stars we had here. First off, I love these little cumulative football statistic reports. Basically, NCAA asks you to send in your homework at the end of the season and just list your best players and what they did so they can compile the records.
Trevor was good. His socks were clean all year.
Mm-hmm. Some of these actually ask for list some fun quotes that your coach said. I need to dig through some of those a little more because I bet there's some actual gold in there. I didn't get a chance to dig enough.
Do they still do this?
No.
Please tell me that they still do this. Like Oklahoma State submitting, "I'm a man, I'm 40."
Seriously, it's just
things my coach said. Alabama, Nick Saban, D's nuts.
I will be a man. This is very exciting.
This is such a report card. It is so ridiculous. It is such a report card. It's just like college. Your name, typewriter in.
Rushing leader was Mike Thomas, who went for a net game of 4,800 yards. 1,400 yards and 17 TDs. He averaged 140.8 yards per game, which is pretty insane.
I'm just hearing somebody with a typewriter just going.
He was drafted by the Washington football team and was the NFC Rookie of the Year. He also played for, I can't remember the other team off the top of my head. Passing, we had Glenn Carano. Glenn Carano was a sophomore. To tell you how much of a non-passing team they were, he was the passing leader going 49 for 106 in an 11-game season. Not the best. This team on the ground had 3,334 yards against the opponent's 1,500 yards. They were a run-first team, and that's what they really did best. Total offense for the year, over 4,000 yards. For the year, they scored 55 touchdowns and only allowed 25. Had a very stout defense, 36.2 points per game. Opponents averaged 16 points per game. So this was a smothering team. I love this cover because it is the most 70s shit I've ever seen. It is a picture of someone kicking a football like 4 times, but in different colors. I love it ever so much. For some reason, the UNLV digital library only has this one program from this season. They don't have any others, and I don't know why. There was some on eBay, but I wasn't going to spend $30.
This program cover said gay rights.
It did. like the oh shit, what was it? The LA
and trans rights and trans rights too.
And trans rights.
Got the trans rights colors there. Go for it, UNLV.
Guys, here's the coaching staff, and they look great. The best fro I've ever seen.
God,
in the back.
What a manicured fro! Amazing.
Yeah.
That's majestic.
Yeah, and like the mustache in the top left is also great. The aviators.
Oh.
This is 70s as hell, and I love it.
We got some quality short shorts as well.
Oh yeah, look at those, man! Skies out, thighs out. That whole bottom row is just like showing it.
God,
Behold our knee socks.
Ron Meyer's on the bottom right, correct? Right?
Row, yeah, Ron Meyer right there. Second row, by the way, dead center. We're looking at Jim Anderson, who's the backfield's coach. Is the one that the one with the awesome fro.
No way. The one that's in with him, the bottom row, the defensive secondary coach, is Chris Alt. In the back row, the second row, he used to be the coach of, like, the legendary coach of Nevada Reno.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Chris Alt.
Okay.
I was like, I saw that name. I'm like, I recognize that name. It's totally Chris Alt right above Ron Meyer. Holy crap. I didn't even know.
Also the head coach of the Milano Rhinos for 2 years. After his time in Nevada.
I'm
going to keep doing that.
Nevada.
So
again, all complaints can be directed to compliance@sickoscommittee.biz.
Hey, this is all the Pennsylvania pronunciation part. My brain is broken. My spirit is totally trampled upon by the state of Pennsylvania. Thank you.
This was in the actual program. Ron Meyer and his staff wish to thank 7 or 8 car dealerships from around Las Vegas. Ooh. Guys, if you don't think that there was some shit going on in UNLV at this time, come on.
Let's list them off. Let's go. Give me the dealerships.
We got Cashman Cadillac, which is a great name. Gowden Ford, Fletcher Jones Chevrolet, Pete Findlay Oldsmobile, Las Vegas Dodge Friendly Ford. I don't know about that. Desert Leasing and Henderson Dodge.
I like how we have
Desert Leasing sounds like the shadiest landlord.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you guys see the rental car ad I put in one of the chats 2 days ago? Basically, I was looking through this and I found a rental car place in one of the programs where it basically said,
oh yes, this was when we started reasonably sized Volkswagen discourse, and I was immediately like, I must defend the reasonably sized Volkswagens because they are good cars.
It was basically a rental car place where you could rent a car for a weekend, and their big things were like, don't need insurance, don't need to be 21, which sounds like an awful fucking idea.
You know, just working, I don't want to give away my profession, but I've dealt with auto claims a lot in my life, and then just seeing that rental car ad it's a bad idea. It's shady as hell, and it matches Vegas completely.
Credit card not required.
Oh God, yes. Done. No deposit. Oh God, yes. This is so
I did
wrong.
find out from Compacts Only Rent a Car in 81, which was a couple years after this, they had a problem where this guy rented a car, was supposed to return it within 24 hours, and then failed to return it that day. They tried to call him. Phone was a fictitious number, and he had fictitious references too. Compacts never heard from the guy again. The car was returned to Compacts the first week of April, 2 months later, by AAA of Spokane, Washington.
Well, he did return it eventually.
The other awesome thing was the classified ads of this newspaper was stuff like, "Hey frats, want to make money? I'm selling a jackpot only nickel slot machine with a base." That's what frats needs are slot machines. Jesus Christ. As a recovering frat bro, even I know that's a bad idea. Okay, so in the playoffs this year, Central Michigan played Boise State in the first round. Central Michigan wins. Louisiana Tech beats Western Carolina, UNLV beats Alcorn State, and Delaware beats Youngstown State. So we go on to round 2, and this is where we get our big game at the end of the season, the Grantland Rice Bowl in Baton Rouge between UNLV and Delaware. This was when Alcorn State, UNLV best in the West. I want you guys to look at just like the font and the vibe of this school paper.
The typesetting on this is incredible.
It's incredible, right?
Yep.
Man, that is like some 3D as hell.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
Great. It's a big 2-page spread. Ron Meyer's in the center. It's so good. And so they were feeling really good after this game. Was feeling great. But then they ran up against Delaware. This is from the Daily World, which is out in Louisiana.
Were they coached by Coach Joe Biden?
No, this was someone famous. Hold up. It was. Yeah, this was Tubby Raymond. Tubby Raymond coached Delaware football from 1966 to 2001.
Yes.
That's his football head coaching record at Delaware was 300, 119, and 3. That year, Delaware had dropped one to Temple, which you don't want to do that. And then they ended up losing the national title game against Central Michigan. Okay, so this was from the Baton Rouge, one of the Baton Rouge reporters. Las Vegas, Nevada's 3-0 lead over Delaware was short-lived. Delaware, behind the running efforts of record-setting Vern Roberts and Nate Beasley, piled up a total offense of 553 yards and romped over Las Vegas 49-11 in the Grantland Rice Bowl here Saturday afternoon. The crowd, estimated at 10,000, but one that appeared to be less than 5,000, witnessed the contest being played at LSU's Tiger Stadium for the first time. Ouch. Roberts, who was voted the game's outstanding player for Delaware, set 4 records against Las Vegas. Records broken include most yards rushing, most rushing touchdowns, most TDs scored, and most points scored. He also set 2 playoff records. What had happened basically was that the running back, Mike Thomas, for UNLV gets hurt. He doesn't play the Alcorn State game. But so this all of a sudden, this rush first offense can't do that. And they have to pass. And that's why this game goes so badly. If they have their legs, they're okay. But it just was not going to happen this time. Mike Thomas did play, but he only got 56 yards on 17 carries. And so that's what happened here. The stats of the game, you can tell right here. Nevada only had 58 rushing yards in the whole game, compared to Delaware's 483. The big one here, Delaware intercepted the ball 3 times. And then Nevada had almost 100 points of penalties.
Yeah, you can't give free stuff to the Blue Hens.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going to show you guys a pair of headlines now, the end of the season. This was in the paper. This was above the masthead, by the way. Okay, I cut the masthead out. It's below this.
That's amazing.
So we're above the fold?
Definitely above the fold. And so there are 2 headlines here. The newspaper is called The Yell, by the way. And so the first headline is, Yell editor to be fired. Written by the Yell managing editor.
Was
and the second one is, no, it was someone else who got fired.
Wait.
And this was like his buddy being like, "Oh, this sucks." I will read a little bit of that article because it's good. CSUN, which is the State University of Nevada, President Val Bucher told Yell Monday night that he planned to fire the editor of the student paper, Robert Stodel, on Tuesday. Bucher confirmed an anonymous phone call the Yell received early Monday evening, which stated the CSUN president planned to fire Stodel after this week's edition of the paper came out. Buchner said that he was firing Stodel because he was, quote, getting too many complaints about the quality of the newspaper. It doesn't even look good for local high school papers. Ouch.
Oh, geez.
Man, it feels like I don't know. Maybe there's some, like, you got one editor and then the managing editor, like, kind of throwing quotes, maybe throwing them under the bus.
My concern here is that the university president has the ability to fire the newspaper editor.
So
I mean,
if we're worried about the quality of the paper, I will note that the byline is lowercase in the second article. So obviously we weren't paying that much attention.
They have a lot of stylistic choices in this paper, Beth. And I can't tell what's like real. Here, give me 1 second. Let me pull up an actual copy of the paper.
I just want to say, whenever you say anything that's wrong with the paper or whatever they do, I just want to reply with Vegas, baby.
Vegas, baby.
Vegas, baby. That's Vegas, baby.
We're going to hope that the podcat behaves and doesn't meow into the microphone.
It's fine. Let podcat meow.
Podcat has things to say.
Like, their bylines were mostly lowercase sometimes. It was a real vibe-based thing.
Mostly lowercase sometimes is in fact a vibe.
Yeah. There was one before this.
I have that weird habit, like, I don't know why, but sometimes I'll just capitalize a bunch of words that don't need to be capitalized. And it's just, I feel like this is what this newspaper is doing. That
infuriates me so much when I see it.
And then when they don't capitalize something, you're like, okay, something's wrong. Is he okay?
But like, just beyond that, the first article here doesn't have spaces between paragraphs, and the second one does.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yes.
Yeah, you can also see, like I said, above the.
Don't look for consistency.
There is
here.
no consistency. I can see why this editor was set to be fired. It seemed like he worked through tears for this one.
Yeah, the columns are also really weird. This whole this paper is not great, folks. I'll be honest with you, but it was entertaining as hell because their font choices were on point. Like the font they used for their main title makes me so happy.
Well, I mean, the fact that their B's look like actual flat signs is making me quite happy right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This was just a fun little bit to go on with it. They were basically trying to fire the editor the whole time as well.
Perfect.
And this was the end of that season. It did not go well for them. Delaware, quote, Delaware didn't look as good on film as they did Saturday on the field. They had to be good. They had to be good to play us. And one of the Delaware guys who was not mentioned as an All-American and thought he deserved to be, basically used this as an attempt to prove that he should have been.
No way.
So it was rough.
Nobody believed in them. They got the nobody believed in them bump. Oh, come on.
This season was absolutely amazing. In fact, Ron Meyer at UNLV, he was 20-4 his first 2 years. And his first time head coaching ever is pretty impressive. The team itself, this was sort of like the first high point for the team. They finished that season 12-1. Then the next year they go 7-4. And that was the last year of Ron Meyer because he gets hired away to go be head coach at SMU. And they hire Tony Knapp, who ends up being an assistant at BC Lions, or as an assistant at BC Lions, and was the Boise State head coach for those good years right before this. And he ends up coming to UNLV as well. And that's sort of their first big bump. And then the other year that I almost chose but didn't was 84. In 84, the team went, well, how am I going to put this? The team went 11-2, but I'm going to show you the record page.
Yeah, that was the team that we were debating about showing instead of 1974, and I'm like, I don't know, man.
I'll show you guys this page. Yeah. This is what the page looks like.
Yeah,
they had to forfeit some games.
Oh, okay.
They were playing with some ineligible players.
Just a few.
But they did do pretty well that year and ended up losing the California Bowl to Fresno that year.
Wait, I thought they won that.
Oh, they won that California Bowl. My bad. They won that California Bowl.
So even though it was a forfeit.
Except it never happened.
No. These aren't even like never happened. Like these are losses.
Okay.
This was back before they did the wipe it. Like they just flipped everything to losses.
It's not vacated. It's an L.
Yeah, they just dropped the L, which I mean, I'm sure it doesn't help their best record of all time for below 500 of all time, which I'm sure that may have happened.
They cleared it without this season. I double checked.
Okay.
I didn't want to be mean about it, but yeah, they cleared it without this season. They also had to vacate their 83 season as well.
Womp womp.
And that coach got fired.
Harvey Hyde.
Womp womp.
Oh, hey, he looks awesome.
Oh my god.
Why does he look English?
I don't know.
He looks like we have Ringo at home.
It's the haircut.
He's from Pasadena.
And the glasses.
Yeah, he's from Pasadena. He went to University of Redlands. He was apparently a radio dude after that.
I like how it says his head coaching record is 37-1, but it's like, no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
But they just wiped all the forfeits out.
Mm-hmm. So that is the story of the 74 Rebels. A lot of fun. Some great players on that team. Went all the way to the D2 semifinals. Go Rebels.
We gotta drop a fire up chips, by the way, in here. So we do have some fire up chips since they won that title that year. So
they did, and beat Louisiana Tech on the way there, which I know makes you happy.
Oh man, that it makes me feel so much better after that Pennsylvania pronunciation disaster. So I appreciate that. Just thank you for.
I just want to say that I'm glad UNLV didn't have to play Central Michigan because Delaware beat UNLV 49-11, but Central Michigan beat Delaware 54-14.
Oh my!
Oh
God.
no!
So that was never going to be a great game. What is Hughes Stadium? I double checked that, but I'm not sure. Hughes Stadium in Sacramento.
All I see is like this guy Harvey Hyde, and then I see one of his players was Suge Knight.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just saw that myself.
I was just looking at that as well.
Wait.
Suge Knight went to UNLV?
Suge Knight went to UNLV, and he was on the team that had to forfeit everything? No way.
This says during the
85. So that wasn't the year. That wasn't the year they had to vacate. So no, Suge Knight has some real years on his.
Okay.
Some years that count. You'd be surprised. The Suge Knight page does not have a lot in his football career.
Huh.
I wonder
Weird.
why.
I just like the fact that you have Harvey Hyde exploding the football program at the same time that you had Tarkanian exploding the basketball program.
Oh, that's true. That's right. The same. Oh, man. That's just at the same. Oh, God.
But Tark was early 90s, right?
It says the issue erupted at the same time that the feud Maxon's feud with Tark was happening.
Okay.
Wow. Suge Knight's like info box on Wikipedia does say career information: high school, Linwood, college, UNLV, undrafted, 1987.
Yeah, actually, all the big runs, UNLV's big runs, not the championship run, that was 89.
Oh man!
But when they started making big runs, it was actually right at the same time as this.
Oh boy!
You know who the quarterback was for UNLV in 1984?
Who was it?
Randall Cunningham.
Holy shit!
Wow!
Yes. Holy shit!
Yeah. Hold on. Let me drop this in the Discord real quick. I'm gonna throw that in there. Randall Cunningham. I remember he went to UNLV, but he was he was on the team that I wonder what Randall got from all the Las Vegas car dealerships.
I bet it was good.
It had to be good.
It had to just be bags of chips, right?
Like
that has to be how you're a bag man in Vegas. It's just bags of casino chips.
I mean, definitely.
Especially in the 70s, the 80s.
Jordan, I need you to scroll down that Wikipedia page just a touch.
Yeah? Okay.
Because
I've got 14 tabs open. I gotta find the right one.
Tabs.
Okay, so what I would like you to look at is the very last paragraph under coaching career.
Okay. Hyde coached football one last time in 1990 as George Allen's assistant head coach, recruiting coordinator, and running backs coach at Long Beach State. That year, Hyde recruited future NFL league star Terrell Davis. Their tenure would only last one season as Allen died just at the end of the regular season, in part due to weak health after his players drenched him with ice water to celebrate a season-ending victory over UNLV.
He William Henry Harrison.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
This is so 18th century.
Oh, my God.
It really is.
Oh, my God. In interviewing to be the permanent head football coach of Long Beach State, a program which was under financial duress, Hyde offered radical ideas of only having the team play only road games, recruit only junior college players, and only use one set of uniforms. He was not selected in the program, only lasted one more season.
It could have worked. It could have worked.
One of us.
Oh my God.
We could still have the beach football or dirtbags football.
Man.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to find like a 1984 bowl program for the California Bowl.
Didn't exist.
So you're saying Big Brother is watching, but not the California Bowl?
Oh, it's okay, but you can find literally the entire game on YouTube.
Yeah, you find the entire game on YouTube, but like I'm finding like the graphic, like the best graphic I've ever seen for a bowl game ever, like the 1984 Cherry Bowl.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I mean, that's the best graphic for a bowl game. I don't think it'll ever be topped. I cannot find anything about the 1984
California Bowl. Okay.
It just doesn't exist. I found this
week I'll dig through the school's archives because they might have it.
Maybe.
Okay, folks, we had a good time tonight. Things were learned. We Googled things. We learned about cities that like Sliberty.
Sliberty's a neighborhood.
Sorry, Sliberty's a neighborhood. My bad. Sliberty bibberty boo. We will see you guys next week.